I'm going to talk about some opportunities to get involved, and you'll hear from representatives from different clubs, from ASG, from the Umoja program, a lot of great ways to get plugged in. And this is very simplified, but idea of what is the recipe for college life? What are the pieces that make your college experience in this next semester can make it really amazing? Part of that is your goals, working towards the goals that you've set for yourself. Relationship with faculty is really important. That has to be very intentional within an online setting. And it's a great opportunity that a lot of the clubs and organizations have faculty advisors. So I do want to plug that. There are times you're going to be asking for letters of recommendation. You're going to be asking for advice and mentorship. And this is just an amazing way to feel connected and to be successful within college. Making friends, acquaintances, building a network, and participating beyond just the classroom. So those are some of the opportunities we'll talk about today. Benefits of getting involved. One is what I'm alluding to in the prior slide, making meaningful connections and feeling part of a community, connecting with faculty, connecting with other students, connecting with staff, and feeling like you can make a difference here on campus. You can also do leadership and skill building. Adriana was talking about building her resume. That's important. Transfer applications so that you can really speak to what you've done beyond the classroom or how you've put some of the skills you're learning within the classroom to use beyond. Being the voice of students and representing Coastline students, being an advocate for your fellow students. And actually, studies show that for students who are more involved, they're more likely to stay enrolled and complete their studies. So it helps you work towards those goals that you've set for yourself. Within student life and leadership, there's a lot of different ways to be involved. And so we're going to go through those today. Associated student government, clubs and organizations, the National Society of Leadership and Success, and civic engagement opportunities. I'm going to put John and Adriana on the spot in just a second, but first give you just a brief overview of Associated Student Government. ASG is the official voice of the Coastline student body, and within ASG, they do a lot of advocacy work. They meet weekly. They are the voice of students in committees across campus, across the district, so that where decisions are being made about students' voices are being heard and taken into account. They plan events and activities. They attend professional conferences. Actually, we'll be doing advocacy work both in Washington, D.C. and in Sacramento this semester, which is really exciting. And there's a lot of training that's involved as well for ASG. So there's multi-day trainings prior to the semester. If you're just hopping on board now, that's okay. You would still get an orientation, and you'll have your advisor support and the support of your peers and colleagues on ASG. So Adriana and John, I was wondering if you could speak briefly about your experience in ASG so far, your interest in joining ASG. What has led you to want to be part of ASG and or your experience with ASG?
Okay, so one thing I think for me in my life, staying committed to something and being involved in something is like a very good characteristic to have. So when you're in a club, you have to stay committed. Because if you don't stay committed, you're not only letting like, your whole group that's working with you down. And because of the background I come from, that's very like important in my life. Like what I'm majoring in, I want to impact somebody's life. I'm not just doing this for like my resume. A lot of it has to do with that, but I'm shy and I don't like this. To me, this is close to like public speaking because I'm speaking to, a group of people. I get very nervous. I'm getting nervous right now, but with my educational goal, it'll help me become more confident when I'm speaking because again, a lot of the things that I've gone through, I want to be able to help other people. So I know so far ASG, I know like from the meetings and stuff, it's taught me a lot. This is my first time being a part of a group because I've been at Coastline since like 2022, since I paroled from prison. I've been attending Coastline. This is my last semester and I've already got accepted into Cal State. So I'll be transferring over to a Cal State. So I know I'm going to learn a lot so far from my peers. I have learned a lot being a part of ASG. I just haven't been able to share like my voice because I'm technically not a part of ASG yet. So I'm excited to be able to share my thoughts and my opinions. But so far I've learned a lot from everybody. Like like one thing I learned is being able to listen. You have to observe and listen for you to learn stuff, not just always talk. And that's one thing I have learned in my life. So me just being able to observe a lot of the meetings, I've learned a lot so far. So, and I'm excited. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Adriana. Thank you so much for sharing. John, did you want to share a little bit?
Sure. Main reason I've decided to become involved with ASG is mostly for experience and also put some stakes into what I'm studying and why I'm involved in school. Because if you can put stakes on why you're getting an education and why you're there, it makes the motivations for being there so much easier and better. If you can put some reason behind it, it doesn't become so begrudging and so hard and so like you're just like, ugh, I gotta go study for this test here, or I gotta go study for this class. It becomes very much easier. You're able to do it so much easier and naturally because there's a reason behind it. It's like I'm trying to make everything better for the entire student body because I'm like, oh, there's something a little bit wrong. Let me try and make it a little bit better for everyone. I've noticed this policy needs tweaked a little bit. Let's make it a little better. Or raise a concern and push it up the chain and be like, hey, we've noticed this and we'd like it changed. And I have found that incredibly motivating and it's helped keep my studies very easy for me and just very natural. And it's made everything a breeze because it makes it feel like there's something at stake here and like I'm making a difference. And like I said, like there's stakes to things. So the more you're involved, the easier things become and the easier things are.
Thanks, John. It gives you a reason for those late night studying. I'm doing this for a reason. I really appreciate both of you sharing on that. I think it's really powerful the way that you're using platforms to support the student body and to advocate for your fellow students. So thank you. Thank you very much. The National Society of Leadership and Success is another opportunity. NSLS has a completely online curriculum that can be done at your own pace. They have a lot of different resources beyond, obviously the getting this title on your resume, but they have scholarships they offer, a job bank, mentorship opportunities. So another great opportunity. So if you get an invitation, consider accepting. If you're not able to afford the fee, don't worry. There's also a fee waiver that you can apply for. So don't let that deter you from joining NSLS. So now moving into clubs and organizations, we've got lots of great representatives here from active clubs, the Coastline Business Club, the National English Honor Society, the Pre-Med Club, Xploit Cybersecurity, Esports Club, the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society, Student Veterans of America, and you can actually even start your own club if there's a club that you're looking for that's not there. And then the Umoja community, which is not a club, but is a really great program to be involved in and get connected with students on campus. So I will pass it off if Dr. White might be able to speak a little bit to the Coastline Business Club.
Thank you, Allison. So the Coastline Business Club is a group of students that have any type of interest in business careers or entrepreneurship. So currently our format is that we invite guest speakers to talk about various projects or topics that the club members are interested in. And it's also a great place to do a lot of networking. So the business club is ran by the students, but as faculty, we also have a business summit, which is an opportunity for the business club members to come and, network with folks that we bring to be guest speakers for that summit. But it's really an opportunity for any student that's interested in business or entrepreneurship to come and talk about those different things that they're interested in. The original club founder was interested in it becoming an incubator, a place where people can pitch their business ideas and get feedback from. But really, as myself and Professor Thomas, who is the co-advisor, it's really a club for students, and we are just there to support you and the students' interest in whatever they're looking for. We would love to have you. And, if you want to be part of more than one club, we we're willing to help you as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. White. I think Catherine is here from the Esports Club.
Hello, everyone. Yes, I'm Catherine Mokhtam with the Esports Club. Besides being the coolest club on campus, of course, we just launched our Esports Lab. We're really excited about this. So normally our clubs, we meet virtually or online, especially in esports, right? We've been doing a lot of tournaments online. In the past, our students have been able to come join us for industry panels as well. We've had a couple of different pro players come and speak to our players. We also have a volunteer coach that also helps our players. We had a really exciting win. Oh, it's been over a year now. But one of our teams came in third place at a local tournament. So we have some really exciting news. But the only thing I want to say here is that esports is not just for competitive play. It really is a place where everyone can find common grounds with somebody. I myself play a lot of Tetris, probably more than I probably should say in public. Our dean Tom New, I also found plays a lot of Tetris as well. So we've been trash talking back and forth. So we may actually have a tournament in that. We do also have a lot of spectator sports, so you can come and just watch people play. And there's always also non-competitive playing as well. Something that's been really exciting and also got a lot of traction recently are board games. I don't know if anybody's my age here, but if you are back in the day, we used to play a lot of board games. That's come back to us. There's also electronic versions of board games that we're also playing. So it's really a little bit of everything. It's really my co-mentor, Stephanie Bridges. She's English professor here at Coastline. We both feel very strongly that this is just a place for students to hang out and to find people that have common interests, and to really have a place to relax. And since we've now launched our esports lab, we're able to now do this in person. There are 12 PCs in the room, so we can play 12 PC games. We have a couple of Switches. We have a PlayStation. So we have console play as well as PC play. We will be having tournaments coming up. There's been some rumors of the veterans group challenging us, so we may take them up on that. We're going to probably have 7 veterans groups do a tournament all together, challenging other community colleges. So we're going to be doing that hopefully before the end of the semester. So look for us in our website as we update it on a regular basis.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I love Tetris. You sold me. So Professor Collum isn't here, but I will present on the National English Honors Society. They were recently reactivated. They're very excited for this semester. They are a supportive community for all who share an appreciation for English and literature. So you don't have to be an English major. All majors are welcome. And they encourage open dialogue, free thinking, and intellectual stimulation. So another great organization to join. And I'll turn it over to Hassana for Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society.
Hi, I'm Hassana again. PTK is fairly new. We had a student, her name was Sarah. She had decided to start PTK last year, but unfortunately, she was our president, but unfortunately, she had to step down, so I had stepped up. The benefits of joining PTK, we have a lot of scholarship opportunities. I think it's great to have, especially if you plan to transfer to a 4-year university, and we do get financial discounts. Also, joining PTK, you are able to get it's easier to get letters of recommendation, especially from our advisor, Natalie. I believe PTK is like a good place for someone who wants to hone on their leadership skills and just to have a community of people who are like-minded and want to better ourselves as individuals for our community, for our school. Having also PTK is nice on your transcript, so it'll be noted there. And there's mentoring and tutoring too. Please join. And luckily today we have Robert as well, so he can hopefully share what he thinks about PTK as well.
Sure. Thank you, Hassana. I couldn't have said that better myself, but I'll try. By joining the PTK, you get all the things that Hassana said. Biggest thing is there's lots of scholarship opportunities available for you in PTK, and you get letters of recommendation. It's a good thing to have on your resume, and if you become an officer of the club, that's even better. So hope you can join us.
Thanks, Hassana and Robert. The Pre-Med Club, I think that's Marissa and Dr. Salcedo.
Yeah, hi everyone. Pre-Med Club is really for everybody who's pursuing a career in healthcare. Like Dr. Dan had said earlier, just because it says pre-med, it doesn't mean medicine. We take nursing, PA, vet tech. If you're interested in healthcare, we encourage you to come to our club meetings. And really, our bread and butter is volunteering with our community. We try to have a lot of opportunities available for volunteering and networking with people at those volunteering events. And then we also have a lot of guest speakers come on as well. So I try to target the audience that attends our clubs. This semester, we have a lot of nursing and a lot of PA. So I'm going to be reaching out to our contacts and getting some nurses and PAs to join us as guest speakers. That way you have a one-on-one opportunity with these individuals, and you can also gain their contact and, again, grow your contact list, grow your resume. With our leadership team, we are also looking for people to join our leadership cabinet. We have a lot of positions open right now. And yeah, I would love for anybody who's here and interested in pursuing healthcare to come join our club. And Dr. Dan, I'll pass it to you if you have anything to add.
I just wanted to add that this is now our 7th year of the club being here at Coastline College, and we're very active. We have on-campus events. We've had bake sales for raising funds for our students. Just next meeting, we're going to actually be going to Stanford University to talk to their campus leaders about their program. So we try to do a lot for the students and build their resume, build their social skills, build their leadership skills, try to make them the best candidates available so that when they apply to other programs, they're going to have a lot of good things to talk about in their interviews and to show off on their transcripts and resumes. So anybody who's even just mildly interested in healthcare is welcome to come to our meetings. Anybody who is currently pursuing a career path obviously is welcome to come to our meetings. And we just have a lot of things out to offer them.
Thanks so much, Marissa and Dr. Salcedo. Appreciate you sharing these great opportunities through pre-med. John, could I pass it to you for the Student Veterans of America?
You sure can. All right, the Student Veterans of America. We are probably the only exclusive club here, probably, because we do require a veteran status or veteran status of your spouse. And we focus primarily on resiliency and camaraderie within the veteran community here at the school. And a lot of times when we do meet up with our club, we try to organize a lot of events where we will go out and focus mostly on self-care, because as veterans, we have a tendency to focus on everything but ourselves. And recently, we have organized the Knott's Berry Farm trip on March 22nd. We invite all of you to come join us. Just stop by any of our VRC locations at any of the campuses and ask, and we'll see what we can do for you. Thanks.
Thank you, John. I'd like to pass it to Dr. Fleming to speak about the Umoja community.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Happy Friday and Black History Month. My name is Leah, and I'm here representing our Umoja community. So for those who don't know, Umoja is Swahili for unity. It is a community on campus for those who want to learn more and they're interested about the African diaspora, focused on academic and educational success, as well as just your personal life and holistic. One of the things that we talk about within our community is that within Umoja, you don't have any business. We have everybody's business. That's one of our African proverbs. So it's really, we are a community that is built with staff, faculty, and students to give you support and guidance throughout your time here at Coastline. Within that, we also host numerous events. And so like for the month of Black History, or for the month of February, we're going to go see Disney, The Lion King. We host spoken words events, and we collaborate with other colleges as well. So with OCC and Golden West, we have a partnership so that, we're trying to expand, and also within the region. So we just hosted our co-hosted event with Mount SAC. So we really do a lot of those pieces. I think one of the key things of Umoja is just our faculty connection. So if you see Dr. White here, he's one of our faculty who are Umojified. So they go through a special training as well, but we have lots of faculty who are enriched within the African diaspora, and there's a cultural element with them personally and also within their courses. The other piece is if you're part of the community, you get book vouchers, peer-to-peer support, educational workshops. So please, if you want to learn more or you want to, become interested, just let me know. You don't need to fill out anything specifically. We can just add you to our listserv. So please, I will be here. And then the last thing, sorry, is we do have porch talks. We have those once a month. Currently, we'll probably increase them. But porch talks are important within the African community because when you're hanging out at your grandmama's house or your auntie's house, all the cousins and folks, we used to sit on the porch and just tell all your business and tell stories and things of that nature. So every first Thursday, we at Coastline, we hold porch talks. And it's an opportunity for all of us to come together, talk about anything and whatever you want. So like John said, we do healthcare. We talk about like hair within the Black community. We talk about just like life in general. So students help us curate those topics. So we hope to see you at a porch talk. All are welcome to attend and all are welcome to enjoy and participate in the Umoja community. So thank you for having me here today.
Thank you so much, Leah. We don't have a representative from Xploit Cybersecurity Club, but I'll talk a little bit about it. Being involved in Xploit helps develop and demonstrate cybersecurity skills. You discuss emerging security threats and industry trends, promotes career connections and advancement through industry speakers and mentors. And the club is literally award winning. They go to competitions and have several teams within the club. So it's a really great opportunity to build your experience on your resume, especially if you're a cybersecurity major. So lots of great clubs here. There's also the opportunity to start a club if there's a topic that you are fired up about and you want to start a club. There's the avenue to do that. You just need to have 3 student club members. And so one's you really just need to find 2 more, an advisor. Specifically, it's best to find faculty within your field, staff who might be interested in that topic of the club. Creating a club constitution, we have templates, so it's not hard to do, and then submit an activation paperwork, which is reviewed by ASG. If the club is approved by ASG, the new clubs receive $250 in startup funds each academic year. So lots of great opportunity.